Everyone, welcome back to Stitches with Charly Feathers. This is Flosstube number 37. It's super lovely to be back. I have had a couple of Flosstube extras whilst I've been away. So I did have the 2026 Stitching Plans Flosstube extra video, and I also had an RTO and Hobby Do special. So if you haven't seen those in between my last Flosstube and this one, then I love it if you'd come along and give it a watch. And yeah, there is a giveaway in there as well, which I'll talk about again later. So welcome in. My name is Charly. I live in West Cornwall in the UK. And I am a prolific cross stitcher, and I have my own small business, Charly Feathers, where I sell my own bespoke hand painted needle minders, floss organisers, floss drops and ring bling. So yeah, if you'd like to come and have a nosy, my shop link is in the description bar down below. So yeah, thank you for coming back. If you're a returning watcher, it's so lovely to have you here, and we're steadily growing towards 2.5k subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. At some points I didn't even think I'd reach 500 subscribers or even 1,000, so to think that we're nearly at 2.5 is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. It means so much to me that I can come here and witter on about my cross stitch and you all listen. So thank you so much. It means so much to me. I don't know that many people in my real life who cross stitch. Most of my stitchy friends that I have met have been through Instagram or going to cross stitch retreats, and I'm really lucky. We do have a small stitching group here in Cornwall, and yeah, there's several of us that come every month. Lovely Rosa, Morty and Brom, who have their own Flosstube channel. If you're not watching Mad Morty and the Brom, I highly recommend you go over and give them a watch and give them some love. They've got great chemistry on the camera, lots of camaraderie between them. They have lovely projects. Like Morty has been working on some gorgeous backstitched pieces recently. They've got some modern folk embroidery in there. Brom likes to do some spooky stitching, as well as Morty. She does too. So yeah, I can't hype their channel enough. I love Morty and Brom's channels, and I noticed last night that Morty has just released her latest Chatelaine update. So yeah, I would really recommend you go and check out Mad Morty and the Brom. And they organise our stitching group here, and we're having a Christmas party soon, so we're going out for a meal together, which will be really nice. And there is some other lovely people that always come as well, every month or most months, and I love spending time with them. Yeah, it means a lot to have stitchy friends, doesn't it? And if you're new here to this channel and you enjoy watching me, then please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to see people supporting the channel and wanting to talk about and engage with my cross stitch. And yeah, as always, please hit the like button as well, because that helps me to reach a larger community. So yeah, I've been really busy since I was last here. I think it's ended up being about 6 weeks. So I was looking through my finishes this morning, and I've managed 7 finishes since I last saw you. 2 of those were gifts, and I've been working on quite a few whips. Some of them are new, so we're going to talk about those. I've got 2 giveaways to announce the winners, and I've got a cotton and twine box that I'd like to share with you, and that is open for a giveaway. And I also wanted to talk very briefly about the needlepoint kits that I'm also giving away at the moment on my last Flosstube extra. And I've got some stitchy kindness and some stitchy haul, and then that'll be everything all wrapped up. So yeah, should we just get on with the finishes? Because if you're anything like me, I don't like loads of waffle at the beginning of a Flosstube. I just like people to get down to the stitching. That's what I'm here for. So yeah, I did 2 gift stitches this month, and they've already been received by the lovely people that I sent them to. so I will try and find some pictures and insert them as I talk about them. So the first one was for my lovely, lovely, lovely friend Jen, who is Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. Again, a really lovely floss tuber, and I think she's about to do Flossmas as well. So if you love Flossmas, then I highly recommend you go and check out Jen's channel. Jen does lots of creepy and spooky stitching. She is also a cross-stitch designer, and she also makes beeswax thread conditioner, and what else does she make? Scissor fobs. So yeah, Jen is really lovely, and she owns Wild Dragon Crafts. So if you don't know about Jen, then again, I will put some links in the description box down below so you can go and check her out. So I bought this pattern from Stitchy Princess Black many years ago, right at the beginning of my stitching journey. So this is easily 3.5 years old since I've had this pattern in my stash. And I think it's called Bathroom Witch actually. And I stitched it on the called for fabric, which was a Zweigart 32 count in a green colour. It was a really pretty shade of green. And I used all the called for colours, but I did make some adjustments. So there was eyeballs that went down both sides of the border, which I left off. And there was a little bathroom sink on the left-hand side, which I left off, and I just made up another spider. Or did I put 2 spiders there? I can't remember off the top of my memory, but there will be a picture here. So yeah, I put a couple of more webs in and put the spider there, and I ordered a frame for it off eBay, and it just took forever to come. I think I waited 2 weeks for that frame for Every to deliver it to my house. It just seemed to take forever, so it was a bit late for Jen. I'm sorry, Jen, but you did get it eventually. And yeah, I really hope that she enjoys having that in her house and in the stitchy space. So that was the first gift. The second one I stitched for my lovely friend Kim at Stitchy Squirrels. Again, another lovely floss tuber. We miss you so much, Kim, and we really hope you're going to be back soon, but her life has been super busy. She is a model stitcher for Historical Sampler Company and is very busy supporting them in their endeavours. And yeah, she has been moving house and she's had other things going on. So really miss you, Kim. Yeah, I hope to see you very soon. And it was her birthday, and I saw this free pattern from, I think it's Vintage Tulip. They've got some absolutely gorgeous designs. They're quite primitive looking, so I made it look how I like it and how I know Kim would like it. And I stitched it on a 32 count piece of even weave, which was hand dyed by, I've got a feeling that it is a Sparkleys, and it was one of their fabric of the months. If I remember, I will put it across the screen. But it is so beautiful, this fabric. I bought it on a D-stash at Stitch in London, and I've got quite a few smalls out of it. I think I've got 2 smalls out of it, and I've still got a tiny bit left. And then I'm planning, well, I've got a larger piece, which I'm going to be stitching something specific on, which is a really beautiful Lanarte fairy kit that I also got from the freebie table at Stitch in London a couple of years ago. So yeah, I stitched this with 2 strands of DMC, but I felt like where it needed a bit of oomph in the colours, I just slightly adjusted them and made them more saturated. And I finished it into a lovely little pillow that had squirrel fabric on the back. And yeah, Kim has received that. So yeah, I loved stitching that one. This is the lovely Bent Creek Classics called Flowers in the Springtime. And it says, and their love grew like flowers in the springtime. And you can personalise it with your wedding date and your names. And they give you the full alphabet with the numbers, large caps lock and small alphabet. And as you can see from the picture, it's very not vibrant colours at all, like not something that I like the design, but I don't like the colours they use. So I went through my stash and I picked out all of these beautiful fancy flosses, which are all different types. There's Weeks Dye Works, I've got River Hut Designs, Gentle Art, there's some Tom and Lily, some Roxy Floss, some KLT Charting. So yeah, Cottage Garden Threads. There's just a massive assortment, and I just kind of picked out all the colours that I like, and I wanted to make it look really, really spring-like. Okay, so I stitched this on a 32 count Zweigart Murano in the colourway Violet, and yeah, I decided to stitch it in all these beautiful colours, all these lovely flowers, and I did the wording in, what did I do that in? Proxy Floss Royale, this dark blue, and the light blue is La Belle by Cottage Garden Threads, which is another one that I really, really love. So the gold, these diamonds, and in this flowers, this is the Gentle Art Gold Leaf. So yeah, I'm just covering up my wedding date there. So the other change I made is that it said and their love. I put and our love. I just recharted that as it's me and my husband. And I did this for our 10-year wedding anniversary, which we celebrated this year. And yeah, I'm going to send this off to be professionally framed because I think it deserves it. I absolutely love it. I love these two colours together. So that is Roxy Floss Coho and Weeks Dye Works Garnet. Just think they look really beautiful together. So yeah, that's my third finish. Okay, the next one was a very quick start and finish this week. I just wanted something that was going to be really small to stitch because lovely Morty went to see Abby at Cross and Crafts and she got me a 6-inch Q snap, so I felt like that needed something putting on it. And I have had this pattern, this freebie, in my stash for a really, really long time. So this is Strawberry Dreams by Barbara Anna. You can find this through Barbara Anna's Instagram. If you click on her hyperlink in her Instagram profile, you'll be able to see that she's got some freebies there. And this one is called Strawberry Dreams. She's absolutely gorgeous. And I stitched this on a piece of linen, 32 count, which lovely Sarah, Cross Stitch Sarah, gifted to me from Silk Weaver. It's their signature series in the colourway Rosewood. And yeah, it was a bit difficult to stitch on this linen, I must say. I don't even know what it was particularly about it. I think it may have shrunk quite a bit in the dye process. So I'm wondering if it's more like a 36 count. But I must say, I think my stitches ended up looking really, really nice on it. I used all the called for colours. And yeah, I just think it's beautiful. And yeah, I've got plans to stitch it's a punch needle and primitive stitcher, another small pattern by Barbara Anna called Queen Bee. I think me and Abby, the Stitching Cat Lady, are going to be starting that together tomorrow, the 1st of December. And I've got it all kitted up here. If I just get my pip and chip bobbin tray. So yeah, there's some really, really gorgeous colours in this one. And there's two colour variations, a really pretty blue and green variegated, and then there's this really nice earthy colour that is like brown, grey, like grey-green, and like a blue. It's really, really pretty. And Barbara Anna's usual gorgeous colour palette. So I'm really looking forward to starting that, and I will put a picture in up here of what Queen Bee looks like. So yeah, me and Abby are going to start that tomorrow. But yeah, I started this and I think I stitched it in like 2 or 3 nights. It was just a really nice quick stitch, and their little face is so pretty. Oh, I love Barbara Anna's Dreaming Girls. They're like my favourite things to stitch. I do find that once I start one, I get completely obsessed with it, and that's all I want to stitch on. Okay. Oh, and this is the same. This next finish is on the same fabric that I used to stitch Kim's little pillow for her birthday. Such a gorgeous fabric. I really like this one. It might become one of my favourites. But I stitched Quarternion Creations Glimpse of Midsummer, and this plant is quite symbolic for me, the fern blossom, and I just absolutely adored all the colours in this. I used all the called for DMC except this colour. I used a really nice variegated floss. It's only subtly variegated, but it was part of the new Classic Colour Works. You know, they released those 3 last year. I think one was called Green Tea. I think this one was called Apple Cider, I think, something like that. And then there was a third one, which I haven't used yet. But apart from that, it's all the called for. It's just so pretty. I'm really glad I got this finished. Isn't this fabric really stunning? Can you see how it's like orangey, sort of peachy toned? It's really, really nice. I really like this one. So, yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of this next one. So I finished my first ever full coverage, and I really dragged my heels on finishing this one because I love it so much. So this is Heritage Crafts, and it's called Verdant Canopy. It was a full kit, but I stitched it on the 27 count Linda, so you can ask for either Ada or even weave with these kits. So yeah, we have 27 count Linda, which I love stitching on this fabric, and I used all the kit colours. The only criticism I would say about Heritage Crafts is they cut their threads very short, so it's not easy to do a loop start for me. I have to use 2 strands and do a pin stitch start. And they were also quite stingy on the threads as well, I must say. Like, I had to use some of my stash, my DMC master set, to get this finished. But the result is absolutely stunning. I really dragged my heels on backstitching these 3 trees and this tree trunk here and these flowers, but oh, it's so beautiful. I just love it so much. And this design, the artist who created these is called Mel Roderick, I think. And Heritage Crafts, I made quite a lot of her paintings now into kits. And I just bought their latest one, and I have started it immediately, so I will show you that in my whips. I've got quite a few of these kits in my stash, so once I finish one, I start the next one. And yeah, this is going to be professionally framed as well, so I'm planning to send this one and my 10th year wedding anniversary one to Atelier Frames. I need to contact them, but I probably won't do it to the new year now because I don't want it to get stuck in the post, you know, with all the Christmas rush. Is this gorgeous beauty, which is called Countryside B&B by Erin Elizabeth. This was part of her monthly PDF club, so I'm not sure if you're able to still get these. If you sign up for her monthly subscription, then you may still be able to get them through the shop, through the portal that you get access to, but I'm not 100% sure because I'm not in this club at the moment. I cancelled it after I got all of this 4-part series because that will keep me going for quite a while. So this is stitched on a 32 count even weave that's been hand dyed by Tish. Again, I'll leave a link to her. She sells through Vinted again, I think, because she was on Vinted, then she went to Etsy. Yeah, she's back on Vinted now, so I will leave a link to her shop down in the description bar. I love her even weave. It's really beautifully dyed. It's very soft, and I highly recommend her. And she does a lot of these sort of very like her fabrics have got a lot of detailing, like she does lots of big splotches of colour, so it's really nice to stitch on. It gives it a nice variety. And I have got another piece of her fabric in my stash that I'd like to find something to stitch on it. But yeah, I adored stitching this. I loved it so much. But I did have an error that when I uploaded the pattern into Pattern Keeper, the centre of the chart was not the centre. Unfortunately, it kind of like split the chart for some reason and put this lace section at the top. So the centre of the chart was like quite far out from where I put it, which is a real shame. So you can see I haven't got a massive excess of fabric down the bottom here. And I was planning to frame these, so I'm going to maybe have to sew a piece of fabric on here so I can get it in a frame. But I'm probably not going to frame any of these until I've done all 4. So I'm planning to start the watermelon in next. But yeah, I love this one so much. It's beautiful. I love all these little oranges, and I love the way that the banner is created with the shading. I just think it's really pretty. Such a magical little house, and this, I think the lace here is really beautiful. It's a lot of stitching. I think that was over 1,000 stitches that were in here, but it's really worth it, isn't it? Beautiful. Yeah, so they are all my finishes. I meant to say that I'm keeping my finish count for the year on this tiny little clipboard, which I think was a gift in one of the cotton and twine gift boxes that I didn't get, and Kim Stitchy Squirrels asked me if I'd like it. This was quite a while ago, maybe a year ago, and I said yes please. And I've just not used it, so I've started putting my finishes on here, just writing them in. And so far this year, I'm up to 35 finishes, which is really brilliant. I think I achieved 40 the year before in 2024. So, yeah, we'll just see how we get on. Right. Next one in my beautiful strawberry bag, which was a lovely gift from my friend Yasmin. Yasmin's Made with Love. She made this for me. It's a special piece. And this lovely zipper pull is from Adele at Tailor Made Stitching. Look, we've got another beautiful strawberry fabric inside. And in here, I picked this up and I just did one evening on it. I'm stitching Yaz's. Oh, let's put that over there. I'm stitching Yaz's strawberry sampler, and I'm stitching this on a 40 count linen called Copper Beach, and it is from Either Faith. Actually, I'm just going to put some clips on this so it doesn't slip. And it's not ironed. So yeah, here we are. And I'm using Weeks Dye Works in the colour Strawberry Fields, but the 2 skeins that I have, because I bought them at 2 different times, I've got one that's quite pink and one that's more, I would say more red toned. Can you see that? So I'm having to variegate. So I stitch with one of the pink strands and then I stitch with one of the red strands. So it gives it an overall variegated look. I don't think it's noticeable the way that I'm stitching it. So yeah, this is the right hand side. There will be like a border that goes around. Again, I'll put a picture in, but I absolutely love this. I love this big strawberry. And this was part of Yaz's. Can you buy this one? I'm not 100% sure if this was in her Patreon when I was in it, or whether this is a general shop release. I truly can't remember. I'm really sorry, but if you can buy it, then the link will be in the description bar again. So yeah, just one evening on that one. I do find 40 count a bit more difficult. I need really good light for it. Okay, the next one in my really gorgeous bag, which was gifted to me by my lovely friend Hazel. Hello, lovely Hazel, if you're watching. She gifted this to me as part of my 40th birthday present when she saw me at Stitch in London this year. Look, she's even made all these little buttons. It's so cute. And in here, oh, and Tish also makes these gorgeous scissor fobs. They're super chunky and they're silicone. They're really pretty. And I bought this for a specific project that I want to start, maybe for my birthday in January, which I'll show in my haul section. And the threads in this kit are absolutely gorgeous. So this is a kit by Abris Arts. It looks like this. I got this not very long ago. What is it called? It's called Cup. And the code is AHM01111. And yeah, the Ada that came with this kit was just white. It's very strange because the fabric does not look like that on the cover. You do get this hoop included, which I might use for finishing it. I'm not sure. Just see when I finished it. It's going to take me quite a while because although I got a PDF for this chart, it didn't go in Pattern Keeper. But I've just noticed that Saga. Maybe I haven't tried doing it in Saga yet. I need to give that a go. But yeah, really beautiful chart. I'm really enjoying it. So I've swapped the fabric out to look more like that cover image. I am using a Permin 32 count in the colourway Star Sapphire. I'm sure that's what it's called. And I've just got a very small start on this one. And I just spent one evening doing the brown bit of the coffee cup at the top, like the actual coffee. So yeah, it's really pretty. I really like the way the flowers, the little roses are looking on this one. Yeah, super stunning. Looking forward to cracking on with this one a bit more. I love the inside of this fabric for the bag as well. It's like little roses, so it's perfect for this project. Okay. The next one is my gorgeous Barbara Anna Miss Teapot, which will look like this when it's finished. And this is my last kit from this Nitka Moscow that was in the Do Not Miss a Miss kit. And yeah, I stitched this on my last live. Thank you so much to anyone who has been supporting me in my lives. I've done 2 now. This was the project that I picked for my second live. And I managed to fill in this tea. And I finished this snowflake. And I did a bit more of this filling in here because it's all filling around here. It's a lot. And I think I've worked on this leaf and cookie as well since I last showed it to you. So yeah, and I designed this little teapot needle minder that coordinates for me and cross stitch Sarah because we're stitching this together. Yeah, some good progress on that one. It's good for when you just want to do some minor stitching, that one. Oh, this is my new kit. So Heritage Crafts announced that they were going to be releasing this kit on an email that I received, and then I was stalking them every day the following week, and they just took ages to release it. I think they announced it on the Sunday and it didn't come out till like Friday, quite late in the day. But I fell in love with it and I had to have it and I had to start it as soon as it came. So this is the gorgeous, again, designed by Mel Roderick, the actual designer, the actual artist, who's known as Mel Stitches. And this gorgeous kit is called A Place to Rest and Recharge. And what I like about these ones is they're all 8x8, and they all come with the same 27 count even weave, or you can have it in the 14 count Ada, but I've opted for the even weave. So once I've got quite a few of these finished, then I can get them framed and put them all together. That's what I'm hoping. But how gorgeous is this house? Oh, I want to live there. And if you've known me for a while, you know I love a little cottage amongst trees. And if there's birdies or other animals involved, then I'm normally all over it. This one has a little pheasant. Well, I think he's a pheasant. Oh, he's stunning. Oh, I love it so much. And there's not masses of backstitch on this either. There's a tiny bit in the trees, the birds, and a bit of the grass, and obviously the cottage. And there is some blends in these kits. I'm using all the kit floss, which again I said it's cut a bit short for my liking for a loop start, so I normally do a pin stitch. And you don't unfortunately get PDFs with these, so it is a paper chart and I'm just highlighting it as I go along. And yeah, I started with a centre start, which was of the cottage, and yeah, I got this far. There was a really gorgeous blend in this door. I really, really love it, and I'm looking forward to getting all the backstitch in the windows and the actual cottage here. Yeah, once I've got a bit more filled in. So yeah, there we go. And I'm just using some Charly Feathers mini minders to hold my excess fabric here. These are for my autumn hideaway collection. So I sell these in trios. And they're really good for either parking bobbins or holding your excess fabric, or if you're using like a size 1 nerge or a 6-inch Q-snap, they're perfect as like a really small needle minder that you don't have to keep moving around your work because they're so tiny. But they've still got my super strong magnets, and this is one of mine as well. A wild rose. I love this one. So yeah, looking forward to cracking on with that whip a bit more. I think that's going to be a good one to use in the cycling challenges next year, which I always do with Laura I Stitch Birds. Okay, this is one of my 10 focus whips, which I talked about in my 2026 stitching plans. I'm working on my 10 oldest whips in 2026, and then I'm going to be rewarding myself with financial. I'm going to be giving myself money if I keep up with finishing my 10 oldest whips in 2026, and I work on them consistently every month. So this is the Blackwork, the Steady Thread Blackwork SAL 2023. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I do really love this one. I'm stitching it on a 20 count Ada, which is called Vintage Sands from Zweigart. And yeah, I have now managed to complete, just see how many I've done. I've now finished 32 out of 49 hexes, so I'm doing really well with this one. And I have made a decision every time I pick this one up, I do 2 hexes at a time. And in my beautiful little Ava Loves Rosie book, little notebook that I keep on my same clipboard that I showed you before, I've now got some boxes there. And yeah, I worked out if I did 2 in every session, I only had to do 12 sessions. So yeah, I've done 3. I've done 6 hexes. And yeah, I think it's looking really beautiful. Last time I worked on this, I did 2 hexes and then I spent some time doing these blank ones. So instead of having to move it in my Q-snap all the time, because I did have this on a Q-snap and it was sat right on my Stitchy desk here and making me feel guilty so that I would pick it up really regularly, but then I had to nick the Q-snap for something, so I need to put this back on a Q-snap and have it there glaring at me saying stitch me because I want to get the remaining, how many sessions have I got left? 9. I want to get these remaining 9 sessions done by the end of December, and then I will just have the really pretty floral border. I can show you it. Yeah, can you see that really pretty leaf border that goes all the way around? And then that will be all that will be left to do in 2026 to get this one finished. This is my 2nd oldest whip, so it needs finishing off. And another gorgeous gift from Yas, my lovely fox bag. And in here I have my lovely Autumn Breeze oven kit, which I know many of you love. And I used this project for my first ever live. This is how it's going to look when it's finished. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've got all the kits in this series, apart from the latest one, but I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it actually, because I quite like the feeling of just 4 framed together as like seasonal pieces. The last one they released is really gorgeous. It's the same girl with the dog, and it's really rainy. But I think if they continue the series and there's more than them 5, then I might consider buying it. But at the moment, I don't want an uneven number. And yeah, we got quite a bit of this done on the live. I got quite a bit of the sky in. I thought I might work across and get to the corner, to the right hand corner, and then come down and fill in all this sky here, so I'll get up to 50% before I move down here. So yeah, this is over 30% now. I'm doing really, really well with this one. Okay, next up is a new start in my gorgeous Kayli's tent stitch bag that she gifted to me. This gives me Morty vibes, or Jen Wolf down the rabbit hole. So when I finish this project, I may well pass this bag on, because it's really nice, but it's just not quite my vibe. And there's a little black ghosty that's on here as well. I love the way that Kayli designs her bags, because they pop out like this. They're really perfect for full coverages and Q-snaps. And they've got a really interesting construction, the way she overlocks the edges. So, lovely Kayli, Kayli Tent Stitch, I reached out to her, it was probably a year ago or over a year ago, to ask her if she would be releasing one of her kit boxes as a PDF download, because I just absolutely fell in love with it, and it's just a lot to ship from Canada, so I could kit it up myself. And she said that she was going to look into it. This is the one I'm talking about. It's called Moon Meadows, and the artist is called Josie Wren. Her Instagram is absolutely gorgeous. She's either American or Canadian, I can't remember, but her Instagram feed is gorgeous. It's so whimsical. Guys, chucking it down with rain. Can you see that out the window? Typical Cornish sideways rain. So yeah, I noticed that Kayli had a really lovely deal on where if you spent 50 Canadian dollars, then she was including a free project bag. And I really loved this kit still. So I reached out to her again and I said, do you think that you'll be releasing this as a PDF, or if not, then I was going to consider buying the box, so then I'd get the free project bag. Anyway, Kayli was so kind to me. She said, I'm actually looking for test stitchers. Like, would you be happy to model stitch it for me, like test stitch it? She said, I'm going to dye some variegated threads and dye the background fabric. So I'll send you the complete kit. You just might have to like stitch a bit, see what it looks like, and if it doesn't look quite right, then rip it out and try another floss. And I was like, absolutely, I can do that. I get to keep the finished piece, so I think she'll just want some photographs when I'm finished, and there was no time frame, so just whenever I could get it done. So she very kindly sent everything to me. There was a postal strike in Canada, so it did take a little bit of time for this to arrive once the postal strike was over and she could actually send it out to me. It was actually quite quick. She sent me a gorgeous card. Look at this, the cardinal, really lovely snowy scene. And a really lovely message. And she also sent me the pattern keeper files. But yeah, her thread cards are so gorgeous. You get the illustration, they're all laminated, really nicely punched. And you can see that she's hand dyed some floss here. So these ones for the moon. There's a couple of greens to try for the grassy bits that she's hand dyed. And then there's 2 over here for the butterflies and some of the plants as well that she's hand dyed. And the rest are DMC. So yeah, I've got this on Pattern Keeper. It's about 9,000 stitches. So it isn't full coverage. What she's done is she's dyed the background fabric, and then we're stitching the main elements into it with either variegated floss or DMC. So it's looking really gorgeous. It's very dainty. So this is 25 count, 1/1. And yeah, there's not a massive amount to show yet. I am really desperate to get this one back out again. But I've done some of the plants here, and I've just worked counting my way up to the moon. So I think once the moon comes in, it's going to really start to show up a lot better. But yeah, it's so dainty and delicate, and this fabric, as you can see, is so beautifully mottled. It's gorgeous. And I've got on here my lovely Moon Dust needle minder, which is from Lauren Cross Stitch Bunny. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on with this a bit more. And at the same time, I also ordered a kit from her, which I will show in my haul. And I got this free bag for purchasing that as well. So Kayli sent them all in the same parcel for me. Look at that mole, he's sat there having cake. And the badger, he's got some soup. And they've got their little leafy burrow. It's so cute. And she's used some metallic-y coordinating fabric. In here, I have the absolutely gorgeous Lanarte Mystery SAL. So this Friday, just gone, they released part 10 out of 13. I think this is what I nicked the Q snap for. And I haven't started part 10 yet. Just looking for my board. What have I done with it? Here it is. So yeah, I haven't started part 10 yet. I've finished part 9, apart from filling in the little sun here. It's blowing out quite a lot, isn't it? And I haven't done any of the back stitch on the boat or any of the other parts yet. But I love how this seagull is looking. So it's all stitched in 2 strands over 2, so 2/2. But this sky is so delicate and beautiful. This is 1 strand over 2. It creates such a gorgeous effect. It's so pretty. And then you've got the seagull that's 2/2. Yeah, love it. It's so stunning. I love the colours in the water. So yeah, part 10 goes up to the top of this corner here, and there's lots more 1 strand stitching. I think it's just 4 floss colours this week, so I should be able to speed that out. I think it's about 1400 stitches. So yeah, it won't take me long at all. And yeah, here's the inside fabric, look. It's really pretty, like plaid with glitter. Yeah, thank you so much, Kayli. I really appreciated you sending me such lovely project bags and yeah, sending me that model stitch to do. Really beautiful. Okay, my next whip is in my lovely Paula Hot Trotter bag. And this is, I showed this in my RTO special and RTO and Hobby Do special video that I just released. And I've already showed this, but in case you haven't watched that video, I'm stitching on the lovely kit from Collection.art that they kindly gifted to me called Descent to Azure Lake. And yeah, I've made really, really, really great progress on this one. So I am not far off getting to this corner, and then yeah, I'll be able to fill in all this and then work my way down. So I think I'm only about 20 stitches off getting to that right hand corner there. But yeah, absolutely love this one, absolutely gorgeous. 2 more to go. Okay, the next one is my gorgeous Things Unseen Mystery SAL by Lizzie Kate. And I'm now on the final part at the bottom here, so there's not masses left to go. I've still got quite a bit of that border to go. But yeah, this is another focus whip to get finished in 2026, so I just need to keep cracking on with that one. And the final one I've got is a new start that I just started on Friday. This is the new Barbara Anna Mystery SAL called Friendship from the Heart. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. As soon as I saw the first part, I had to buy it, download it, kit it up and get going. So I think I'm nearly 50% through part 1. There's going to be 5 parts, and it's called Friendship from the Heart SAL. Oh, it's so pretty. I decided to stitch this on a 32 count even weave from Heart Designs, and it's called Magical Mischief. It's like a purpley blue toned fabric, and yeah, I'm using all the called for colours. I have never stitched a corn on the cob before. This was so much fun. And I love stitching this little bird nest. So the other part of the sneak peek that we've got from Barbara Anna is there's going to be a robin. He's so cool. I'll put in a picture again. But yeah, I need to finish off this little basket here of berries, I think they are. And then I've got to work some more florals under here and another key, and then the details down here with a little strawberry plant. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I love it a lot. And there's only 10 flosses in this SAL. Yeah, love it. Beautiful. Another beauty from Barbara Anna. And the parts will be released every 10 days, so it's achievable to keep up with. Great. Right, that's all my whips. Giveaway. So I had 2 giveaway winners to announce, and I will put the video up here if I can of me drawing it. So the first one that we had was the really gorgeous Historical Sampler Company, the Magical Gingerbread House, which came with all the floss, the fabric, 2 needle minders, and I'm very pleased to say that the winner of this giveaway, because I said I would send this one worldwide, did I? Yes. The code word was Christmas, and the winner was Ms. Dotty, so well done. If you can send me an Instagram direct message or send me an email, my email address is in the description bar down below, and I can get that posted out to you wherever you are in the world. The second giveaway was for this gorgeous Cotton and Twine October 2025 design. It's a full kit with everything in there, and I said that because of the bulk of this box I would only send it within the UK. And I'm pleased to say the winner is Adele Cotam 8106. Thank you so much, Adele. If you get in touch with me, again by Instagram direct message or an email, and I can get that posted out to you. I'm really hoping that you are in the UK because I did specify that on my last video. Okay. And then we have a new giveaway to announce. So another beautiful box, again by Historical Sampler Company and their sister company Cotton and Twine. So this is for their gorgeous November 2025 design, which is a lovely reindeer with all these red berries. It's very pretty. I've just got too much to stitch. And Christmas stitching is not my priority at the moment. You get a lovely clipper tea bag, a lovely snowman milk chocolate lolly, a hoop for finishing, a lovely ornament with jingly bells, and you also get a really lovely East of India pack which has in a fabric which is a 32 count linen, your flosses, and there is a needle tucked in there as well. So I believe that today is the last day that you can subscribe for this box, because today is the 30th, the last day of the month. It used to be the 25th of the month they used to have the cut-off, but I believe they've extended it now till the last day of the month. So if you want to receive this one, then make sure you go over to their website. I will leave again a link in the description bar, and yeah, if it's your first box, please use the code FIRST15 and you'll get 15% off your first box, which is an amazing deal. But yeah, if you would like to be in with a chance of winning this Cotton and Twine November 2025 design with all of the goodies, then please can you leave me a comment with the word dear DEER. And yeah, I will draw a winner. I will put the code word across here as well, just so it's clear. DEER, dear. And I will draw that on my next Flosstube. A special thanks again to the lovely Historical Sampler Company and their sister company, Cotton and Twine, for sending me these beautiful, beautiful boxes to share with my community. And yeah, I do give away quite a few of them on my Flosstube, just because I can't stitch through them all. Or maybe they're not quite to my taste, and I think I'd rather they were out there being loved and stitched by someone than just being hoarded in my stash. So yeah, a big thank you to Historical Sampler Company, and really lovely British company. They are so lovely, Joanne and Suzanne, who run Historical Sampler. And obviously Kim works with them as well, so that's really nice. And yeah, they've now got 3 different tiers that you can subscribe, so very, very affordable according to your financial preferences. And I will put a picture up here of the tiers that you can opt for. There's just the PDF only, the kit only, or you can go the full hog and get the big box, which is what I just showed you. So yeah, good luck if you decide to enter. And I just wanted to talk briefly about my needlepoint kits that I've got up for a giveaway at the moment. So if you're interested in winning these, please go back to my latest Flosstube Extra, which is called a Hobby Do and RTO Special. And I'm giving away these 2 needlepoint kits. We've got a pretty poppy one with anemones and a really gorgeous vintage sort of duck design. So if you're interested in winning those, go back to my last Flosstube Extra and you'll find out there how to enter to win those. So I'll draw the deer and these 2 kits on my next Flosstube, just to give people a bit more time to enter those in case they haven't watched the video. Yeah, so we definitely will go on to Stitchy haul and Stitchy kindness now. So I had a lovely parcel arrive from my gorgeous friend Yasmin, Yasmin's Made with Love, and this absolutely blew me away. She sent me a really lovely card. I don't know what I've done with it. It's a postcard and she'd written a nice message on it, but she sent me this gorgeous owl forest embroidery. Oh, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. So I don't know if the PDF is in there. There might be a QR code or something. I need to check that. But this is called English Band Sampler. Oh, it's so pretty. And she sent me the Belfast linen that comes in the kit. Really nice neutral. And she also sent me a gorgeous floss pack. Look at those colours. Aren't they epic? And yeah, you can see how they're going to look really gorgeous on that fabric. I really want to start this soon. I think it's so pretty. So yeah, really, really nice. I didn't check if there was anything else in here. No, that's it. But yeah, gorgeous gift. Thank you so much, Yaz. Thank you for your friendship. More Stitchy kindness arrived from lovely cross stitch Sarah. This only arrived yesterday. She sent me that gorgeous card that's there. And she sent me this really lovely luminous fibre arts called Mousecapades 1 Mice on Ice, designed by Mitzi Purcell. So pretty. Look at these mice. They're ice skating, aren't they? Yeah, they're ice skating. There's a gorgeous little house, and Sarah very kindly sent me a skein of classic Colourworks in ribbon red, which is included in the pattern. So yeah, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous gift. Thank you, Sarah. My lovely friend Sarah Stitchy Bug, she has started a new Flosstube. She's done 2 Flosstube episodes, and she also released a Flosstube Extra yesterday, sharing her mystery box, her second mystery box from Hobby Do. So go over and check that out. Go and give Sarah some love. She's got such a gorgeous background, because she's got like a little wooden cabin, I think, at the bottom of her garden, which is her Stitchy spot, like her Stitchy what do you call it, her stitch room. And she's got a gorgeous pin board, well, magnetic board behind her, a really large one that's full of needle minders. She's got the best needle minder storage solution I've ever seen. So yeah, you can see some Charly feathers ones on there. It's really lovely. But she had her first mystery box from Hobby Do, and she received 5 kits, but she didn't like them, which is always a bit of a punt, isn't it? Taking a mystery box or a mystery SAL, whether you're going to like it or not, you're always taking a bit of a gamble. So, sometimes you'll really love it, sometimes you won't. That's just the way things are. But she wanted to give away all of the 5 kits from her first mystery box, and anyone could comment and say that they'd like one. And I fell in love with this one, and I asked her, please, 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 can I have it? And she sent it to me. I love it so much. This is an RTO kit called Red Bird, and you can see why I like it, don't you? Because it's a beautiful, whimsical lady, and it's got feathers and all these beautiful plant details. I am actually thinking that I might change this bird to be different purples. Just a thought. I don't think it's meant to be a particular bird, is it? But yeah, gorgeous flosses. And I'll switch out that Ada for even weave. But really love this one. Thank you so much, Sarah. Okay. Letitia from Corey's Little Shop reached out to me and said that she would help me source the beads and the metallic threads for this beautiful vintage chart, which I showed on my Flosstube before. It's called Autumn, and it's by Jeanette Cruz Designs. When's this chart from? Does it say? From 2000, so it's 25 years old. Beautiful. So I said to her that I wanted to swap the Krynig for Petite Treasure Braid, and she definitely delivered for me. So I have got a really lovely copper colour, and then there's like 2 shades of gold. So they are so pretty. And she sent me the Mill Hill glass beads, which are a gold, and some coppery ones as well. So yeah, CBs. So thank you to Letitia at Corey's Little Shop. And yeah, I'm planning to stitch this on a light lilac colour fabric, I think. So I just need to get the DMCs out of my stash. I'm going to try and dye a piece of even weave, or maybe try and find a piece of lilac even weave that I like. And I'm going to try and start that into 2026. I found a really nice Mary Hickmott New Stitches magazine. I paid £1 for this in a charity shop, and I just fell in love with this design here. If I can find it, page 10. I just love this so much. So you can see that it's stitched 2/2. Apart from the reflection, it's stitched 1/2 by the looks of it. It's just so pretty. I really, really like that design. So I mainly picked it up for that. Nothing else really shouted out to me from that magazine, but for £1 I thought I'll have that. I love Mary Hickmott, and I wish this magazine was still going. Okay, I treated myself to a Lanarte kit, which I've adored ever since I saw it. It's this beauty. I love the way they package these. They're so pretty. And I got the 27 count even weave, which is Linda, which, as I already said, I really love this even weave. I think my stitches always look really neat on it. And yeah, I just love it. Look at the little bridge with the people on it. And that's what I bought the scissor fob from Adele for, because can you see that middle bead there? It's almost got like that Monet-ish sort of flowers, like the lily pads. So yeah, I'd really, really, really like to start this early in 2026 as well. I know, another massive full coverage. Yeah, I do love my full coverage now. I bought that from Very Crafty. They've got fantastic customer service. Oh, sorry, I just pushed you there. Okay, on Vinted, I found these gorgeous little kits. They were £1 each, and I just fell in love with them. They're designed by Anchor, and they're called Emily Counted Cross Stitch. So the cutest little hedgehog called Lucky Clover. So these are full kits. And this one's called From the Garden. So sweet with these little red flowers they're collecting. Yeah, full little kits, but I will swap that out. I'm not sure when these kits are from actually. Should I just have a quick look? Maybe it's got a date on it. £19.97 vintage. I love those. Don't know when I'll start them, but I will. And I did show this in my Flosstube RTO special as well. I bought this from Hobby Jobby very recently because they had a sale on, and I just couldn't resist it because Abby, the stitching cat lady, also got this recently, and we're going to start it, I think, for my birthday. I know, another full coverage. Actually, it's not, because this sky here is negative space, but I will stitch that. I will swap out this for a grey, sort of grey toned even weave. But look at those floss colours, they're absolutely gorgeous. Love this one a lot. I also had another Vinted buy because it was enabled by Abby again. It's this gorgeous design works called Watercolour Owl, and I really would like to stitch this on like a pink toned fabric. I think I need to have a look what I've got in my stash, but I think me and Abby want to start this soon too. And yeah, all the floss is in there, and it had Ada, but yeah, I'm going to swap that out. But I love owls and I love pink, so that had to come and live with me. Oh, here's the kit that I bought from Kayli with the animal burrow fabric. This is my last bit of haul, and it's a cross-stitch kit called Little Green Man. He's so cute. Look at him with his little long nose, and he's got a little birdie trying to land on it. I couldn't resist this. I think I will be sick of green though by the time I've finished this. And I opted for a 32 count Lugana. It's got 40 colours, and she did send me the pattern keeper as well as the printed chart is in here, which is printed here, but you can request the pattern keeper, which she sent me already. And a beautiful piece of hand-dyed even weave. It's really, really pretty blue with some nice mottling. And yeah, the thread cards, which again are really lovely. And let's see if I can unravel this. So there's 3 floss cards. Can you see what I mean about how much green and yellow there is? So yeah, lots and lots and lots of green. I do like green though, so we'll be fine. And Kayli also puts a little bit of hand-dyed Ada, which she clips on with a little thing, and she puts your needle on there. She did the same for the Moon Meadows kit. Yeah, beautiful. So I'm looking forward to starting that. I don't know when. So yeah, I purchased this kit and the animal burrow bag. Well, I bought this kit, and because it was over 50 Canadian dollars, I got the free bag. And then the other one, the model stitch in the bag, she sent to me as a gift. So yeah, thank you so much again, Kayli. It's really kind of you, and I'm looking forward to stitching those. And yeah, that's everything. I just wanted to talk very briefly about Charly Feathers. So if you haven't seen my announcement on Instagram, I am going to be closing on the 6th of December. So your final date to place an order is the 5th of December. And I will probably work for another week, maybe 10 days on any orders that are outstanding before Christmas and get them posted out. But as we get closer to Christmas, obviously I will not be working over the direct Christmas period. and I will officially reopen on the 5th of January. So if you place any orders between basically the 6th of December and the 5th of January, those ones will likely not be worked on and shipped out until my return. So yeah, if you do place an order between the 6th of December and maybe the week after, then I will be in touch with you to say whether I can get it out before Christmas or not. Obviously, if you're worldwide, then that's just not going to happen because of postage times. But if you're in the UK, it may be the case that I can get it out to you before Christmas. So yeah, you can always send me an Instagram message, or you can leave me a comment down below, or you can send me an email. So yeah, I am also working on a new collection. I was planning to have a winter collection, but I feel like I just need a creative break. I've been working on some commissions the last week and orders as well that are outstanding. So yeah, I'd like to have a little break over Christmas and then come back creatively inspired. And I have got, I've already started a new collection. I may well release some winter sort of themed ones still in January because we'll be in the midst of winter still. And I am also working on another really special, lovely collection, which is beautiful. The first one that I've created and varnished is looking really, really, really nice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing more details about that with you soon. And just to note that I am still currently closed for commissions. I'm not really sure when I'm going to reopen for those, but if you're looking for a commission, you can always send me a direct message and we can have a chat about that. But yeah, I am officially closed at the moment for commissions. Okay, and the last thing I've got to talk about is just a couple of shout outs. So people that I've been watching, I want to give a really big shout out to the Celtic cross stitch ladies, who is Jen Wolf down the rabbit hole, lovely Kim, Stitchy Squirrels, and lovely Shell at Cheesecake and Cross Stitch, all wonderful floss tubers and wonderful friends, and they also help me moderate my channel for my lives. So thank you so much, ladies. I so appreciate your friendship. You've all got awesome channels, and I really hope that people that are not watching you already will come and click on the links in the description bar and come and give you a watch. I know that Shell and Jen are both doing Flossmas, so if that's your bag, then make sure you go and check them out. Shell has got lots and lots and lots of advents. She's really treasured herself, which is really lovely, and yeah, go and check her out. Sarah Stitchybug, who I already mentioned before, has got a new floss tube. It's absolutely wonderful. She's got a lovely energy about her, and I met her in person at Stitch in London, and she's just like she is in person, the way she is on camera. She's just a beautiful, lovely person. So yeah, go and check out Sarah and give her some support. And lastly, my beautiful friend Laura at I Stitch Birds. She's my favourite floss tuber. I'm sorry, ladies, she is. I love Laura's channel so, so, so much. She stitches so many things that I adore. We have lots of things that we have in common. Like we both love the Russian, Ukrainian sort of kits and designers. And yeah, she's just a beautiful person, like inside and out. And she means a lot to me. And it's been wonderful because she's been doing so many lives and so many long floss tube videos and so many book flip throughs that I just feel like I've spent so much time with her in the last 4 to 6 weeks, and it's been absolutely wonderful. It's literally been like being with my friend in person all the time, and yeah, I've really needed that. Yeah, I have been struggling a little bit with the lack of sunlight and the awful weather, and yeah, I just find winter a bit difficult. So it's been really lovely to have her companionship, and it's been the highlight of my evening to get under my blanket with my cozy fairy lights on and my Himalayan salt lamp on and my lovely stitching and a nice cup of tea and some biscuits and putting Laura on. It's just been the highlight of my day. So thank you, Laura. And if you're not watching Laura already, then I recommend you go and watch her. She's lovely. So yeah, that is everything. Thank you so much for coming to watch me again. I hope you're getting plenty of stitching in. Leave me a comment whether you'd like to enter the giveaways with a keyword or just to have a chat with me. It would be really lovely to hear what you've been stitching on, or whether I've been keeping you company while you do your housework. I know that some people wait and watch me on a Sunday when they're in bed having a nice cup of tea. So yeah, I'd just love to know what you were up to while you watched this video, and yeah, let me know what you're up to. Be lovely to hear from you. Take care, everyone. Bye.